Hi guys, today we are going to do a nice little full body vinyasa with a focus on twist and turn. So we're kind of going to get into it. I want to say juicy, but juicy word. Anyway, come to a comfortable seat. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes, just tune in your breath. Start breathing through your nose, reminding yourself to slow the breath down. And let your inhale expand into your body. Let your chin come down to your chest. Circle your neck all the way around. Change direction, go the other way. And come to center. Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale, take that right hand over to your left knee. Sit up nice and tall. Come into a little twist. Come back to center. Lift your arms up. Twist to the other side. And come back to center. Circle your torso. Big, weird circle. Get that movement into your spine. Just waking your body up, getting it ready for work. Change direction, go the other way. And come to center. Make your way onto all four. And start moving into your cat-cow. Moving with your own breath. Maybe slow the movement down a little bit. We need to remind ourselves sometimes to move a little slower. Remember, I think often people think I'm going to move fast because I get more in, and it means I get more exercise, so to speak. And it's just not true, because when we start moving slower, we're actually using our muscles more, because we're moving less based on the energy of like pushing back or lifting up. The muscles have to work harder to lift and move. Come sitting onto your heels, arms out in front, make a fist, and just circle your wrist. Get a little bit of movement into that joint. And change direction. I can't remember what the name is for. It's a kinetic energy or something like that. I learned it in science a million years ago and consciously decided to forget it. Shake out your wrists. Come onto all four. And what I want you to do, I want you to put your right forearm or right elbow down on the ground. Rest the forearm on the ground. And it's kind of right in between your legs. And then I want you to take your left hand to the back of your head. And what you're going to do, you're going to be opening up here. But what I want you to be aware of is, can you make sure your hips are really stable? So what's happening when you open, that left hip is going to want to move out to the side, and this right hip is going to want to move back. So you bring that into the twist. And I want you to resist that. So whoops, put a little bit of engagement in your legs, your glutes. And that means the movement is going to be smaller. That's okay. And then open. and close. And open and close. Open, close, and open, close. Change arm. Take the right hand to the back of your head, and again, you're going to stabilize through the hips and open and close, open and close, open and close, open and close. Come onto all four. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. And keep your knees bent. Lengthen through your spine and take a couple of rolls here. Vertebra by vertebra, coming towards that plank pose. Lower your hips, open up your chest. Roll back. One more time. And back. Start walking out, finding that first down dog of the day. And then inhale, lift your right leg up. Step forward, lower the back knee, come into your lunge. Reach your arms up and sink into the lunge. And as you're sinking into the lunge, can you squeeze that left butt cheek? And then take your left hand down to the mat. Reach your right arm up. Twist. Take your right hand down. And then, can you lift your left arm out in front? And then take your right foot back. So you got your right, not your right, you got your right foot lifted, left arm lifted. Exhale, knees to elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. I want you to keep lifting that right leg. Take your left arm out to the side. And then you're going to reach that left arm through. You're not going to come all the way down into this threaded needle pose that we all know. You're just going to reach it through. And inhale, open back up. Lifting that left arm up. Keep lifting the back leg. Exhale, reach through. Inhale, open up. Exhale, reach through. Inhale, open up. Bring that hand back down. Take your right leg forward. Come into a half split. Pull that right thigh bone into your hip socket. Make sure you're flexing that front foot. And bend the front knee. Come into a lizard pose. Put a little bit of movement into it. Saying hi to your hip. Step back to plank pose. Vinyasa. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Step forward, lower that back knee, reach your arms up. And again, you're going to sink down. And then take your right hand down to the mat. Revolved lunge. Lower your left hand. Reach that right arm up. And then can you take that left leg back? And yeah, I know it'd be easier if you had the right hand down on the mat and just took that left leg back. But why not challenge yourself a little more? We want to do new movements we haven't done before. We want to confuse the brain. That's how we get better. Elbow and knee together. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep lifting that left leg. Take that right arm out to the side. Thread the needle, reaching through. And open up. Reaching through. And open up. Reaching through. Open up. Take that right hand down. Take your left leg forward. Come into your half split. See if you can lengthen the spine. And then bend the front knee. Come into your lizard pose. Step back to plank pose. Move through your Vinyasa. Inhale. Lift your right leg up. Step forward. Come into a lunge. Back knees off the mat this time. Inhale, cactus arms. Let those shoulder blades move towards each other. Exhale, hands to your heart. Come into a warrior three. And then lay your left hand come down to the mat or onto a block. And reach your right arm up. Revolved half moon. The one we all love. Ish. And then slowly come up to standing. Keep hovering that left leg. Lift your left leg out in front. That can either be with a bent knee or straight leg. And then take your left arm back, right arm forward. Nice little open twist. Step back. Come into a warrior two. Activate through both of your feet. So imagine making perfect footprints into the ground. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, revolved lunge. Lower that right hand. Walk your hands to the left, come into a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Bend your back knee. Come into Skandasana. Sit up nice and tall. And then lower your butt down to the ground. Move that right leg, pivot it. Place your left hand behind you. And then reach your right arm up. Get that length in. Exhale, twist. Try and sit up nice and tall. So if you're feeling like you're rounding your spine, sit up. And it's okay if you just hug that knee instead of take your arm to the outside. That's fine. Untwist. Move that left leg out to the side again. Lift up. Come into your Skandasana. And it's okay if you need to use your hands here. Walk your hands to the front. Step back to plank pose. Vinyasa. Inhale. Lift your left leg up. Step forward, come into your lunge. Cactus arms. Hands to your heart. Warrior 3. Lower that right hand down, lift your left arm up, revolved half moon. Keep lifting that back leg. Slowly come up to stand and keep hovering that right leg. Take your right arm back, left arm forward. Lift the leg out in front. Ooh. Wobble, wobble. Step back to warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill down. Revolved lunge. Lower that left hand, walk your hands to the right. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Bend your right knee, Skandasana. Your version. So it's okay if you have to support yourself with your hands. It's okay if your heel is not on the mat. Make it work for you. Make it work for where your practice is today. Lower your butt down to the ground. Pivot that leg around. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Right hand behind you. Lift your left arm up. Get that length into the spine. Exhale, twist. Untwist. Open the leg to the side. Lift up into your Skandasana. Walk your hands forward. Step back to plank pose. Vinyasa. And then come forward into a plank pose. Lower down onto your forearms. And lower your hips down. Come into a Sphinx pose. Make sure those elbows are stacked underneath your shoulders or a little forward. What we don't want is them to be behind the shoulders. And let your shoulder blades slide down your back. Find some space in the front of your chest. Make sure those shoulders are not your earrings. So lengthen your neck. And you can stay right here. Or press your palms into the mat. Lift your forearms off the ground. Come into seal pose. Make sure those shoulders didn't just slide up to your ears. Still got this nice, beautiful long neck. lower back down. Rest for a few breaths. Bend your knees. Grab your ankles. And lift up into a bow pose. Press those ankles into your hands and lift. And release. And one more time. Bend your knees. Grab your ankles. And again, lift up into your bridge pose. Not bridge pose, bow pose. And release. And if it feels good, just gently windshield wipe your lower legs from side to side. And then make your way onto your back. Hug your knees to your chest. And then grab the outside of your feet, come into a happy baby. And release your feet. Hug your knees to your chest. And keep hugging your right knee, let your left leg come flat down. And move that right knee over to the left. Come into a reclined twist. Come back to center. And over to the other side. Come back to center. And find your Shavasana. Lie flat down. Close your eyes and relax your body and your breath. As always, you're going to stay as long as you need. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.